going on? Welcome back to Almost Anglers Fishing. Nick and I are here at the Springfield Boat Sport and Travel Show in 2023, and we wanted to take a moment to show you a little bit behind the scenes of what goes on at the boat show and showcase some of the new features on the 2023 G3 SunCatcher pontoons.
And I think now we'll let Kevin show you the specs on the G3 SunCatcher pontoons.
First up on the 2023 SunCatchers, we saw a little bit this last year, but the styling on the outside of the boat is fantastic. We've brought back that two-tone color. As you can see here, we're sitting on a white boat with a little bit of a mocha accent. And whether you go with the white or the black or the charcoal, they do have mocha, Daytona blue, a Mediterranean blue, and an ultra red. All have that nice three-tone color. And so that looks really good, gives it an updating styling. And the furniture this year is much the same as it was last year. You've got a couple different options. You can go with the gray main color, and with that you have blue and you have red and you have charcoal that you can put on there. And then you have the tan accent as well that has a darker tan, what they call an espresso accent, and you can also do that with the blue or red as well. Other stuff that's new on 2023, as we noticed last year, they did increase the gas tank size on these boats. We're up to 46 gallons now, so it's one of the largest that they have in all the industry. And every tri-tune that SunCatcher makes is actually going to be up to a 250 horsepower rating. Now, the power assist steering is still only available on the Elites, but you can option them out on the other boats as well. With your dealer or with us, we can put it on. But the only one that comes on standard is the Elite, and we'll talk a little more about that in a little bit. But on the Select, you can do up to a 250. They do 25-inch transoms on all of these boats now, so they're getting that prop a little bit deeper in the water, which has really done a lot to improve the speed, performance, and turning of all these boats. G3 has been known for a lot of years for having that U-shaped log with the lifting strakes that are on the inside and outside of the two outer logs. That continues to perform one of the best in the industry as far as making sure you have a good solid ride and that you can angle and turn better than most other pontoons out there. Everybody tries different things, but G3 has stayed true with their foam-filled U-shaped logs, and they've proven for us to be one of the best that stands up. And they provide that lifetime warranty that's structural to the boat, basically everything that's vinyl and below, including the logs and the transom, so you can really feel assured that the boat is built up to the specs that you're going to use for years. One new thing that they did put in 2023 is G3 has now gone back to putting Garmin's into their SunCatcher pontoon line. We're really excited about the fact that Garmin's are now back over the Simrad and Lowrance. The main reason for that is Garmin, while built locally, is also just a little more intuitive. It's a lot easier to be able to navigate through, and when you get on these selects, you can see that they're putting in the Garmin EchoMap 53 CV, which not only comes with your sonar and your ultra high definition depth finder, it's also going to give you the water temperature and all the normal stuff that you like, but it has a Navionics chip built in. And if you have any experience with the Navionics chips, you know how detailed those can get. There's times where you can actually zoom in and see all the docks in your cove, and that's really handy, especially if you're exploring a new area of the water, or as we all experienced this year, as the water level changes and goes up and down, sometimes parts of the lake that you're used to can be a little more treacherous than they were the last time you were out. So having a good GPS is integral in that pontoon landscape. The other thing that Yamaha did this year with their boats, of course G3 SunCatcher is a Yamaha-owned company, and now they're putting in their Yamaha gauges. With those Yamaha gauges now, we can actually look at and see that the Select is going to have its trim gauge, its speedometer, a tachometer, and a fuel gauge. They're all really sharp. They've got a nice stainless steel brim around them, and so they just really look fantastic. We're talking about the 2023 Elites, and while we mentioned some of that new styling that comes on the Select models, the Elite has been that top-of-the-line pontoon for SunCatcher for several years, and there wasn't just a lot of changes they needed to make to the styling to keep it looking like a good boat. But one of the things that they continue to make sure is better is always putting more conveniences on a boat, and that's going to include things like more cup holders. And what they've introduced now is a wireless phone charger that comes right here next to the console, so you can throw your phone in there. And what I really like about that a lot is not only is it a wireless phone charger, but it's inside the console, so that protects your phone from the sun and the harsh elements from being out on the water in the middle of the summer. As you continue to walk down, another great thing that they've put on the Elite is they've added our sea decking here on the raised console. Now, we've done this for a couple of years, but in the past it was always a light color on that sea decking. And with it being a darker color, the nice thing about that is it's hiding the footprints. Sea decking is a fantastic material. It's very comfortable on your feet. But one complaint you have about those lighter colors is it can show a little more dirt. So we're glad to see them go to a little bit of a darker color. That's going to hide it, keeping your boat looking clean. This particular model is the Elite 324 SS, which is particularly popular, especially with the ladies in all the groups. My wife and my daughter and all of the friends that we have absolutely love this floor plan, because you can sit back here and enjoy yourself as you're running down the water, because you do have a guardrail in place that makes it legal to lounge while the boat is underway. And the other nice convenience feature that we mentioned that G3 continues to work on either side of these loungers, you have your glove box, and within that glove box is actually 12-volt charging receivers as well. So you have that on both sides, plenty of room to charge all the phones, because let's face it, we're in the 21st century. Even when you're on a boat, there's still a lot of phones being used. So a lot of great features coming out from G3 on their SunCatcher pontoons. We're excited about them this year.